What's happening, everyone?
What's up, guys? Malt review time?
Time for another Macallan comparison review.
Yes.
All right, we are doing two old versions of the Macallan Cask Strength. This miniature here that we have, as you can see, is a full red label, and the full bottle of this will look the same, just obviously with the full bottle, where it's all the red here. And this was a 1990s release. 1990s release, and this is the 2000 release in the 2000s, where obviously, as you guys could see, it's the white label with the red writing. So they are different. This particular one, the miniature one, the full bottles of this goes for over like 1,000 pounds at auction, which is pretty crazy. Even this little miniature was 100 pounds at auction. And this one now in the aftermarket goes for about close to $500. I'm not sure exactly the price, but somewhere around there. Originally, when we bought this, it was $100, and that's what we got it for. Yep. So we actually paid more for this miniature than we did for this full bottle. Just to do this review is the reason why we got it. We've tried this. We've tried miniatures of this many times, and I've also tried full bottles of it when did a tasting with one of the brand ambassadors from Macallan from a few years back. Anyways, the miniature is bottled at 57.7% ABV. The full bottle is bottled at 60.1% ABV. Both of them being cask strength, obviously. Color-wise,
Sure. Identical.
yeah, pretty much identical. I can't tell the difference in color. So let's do the miniature first. These have both been breathing for a good 15 to 20 minutes. Right away, you just know it's a Macallan. That richness of the sherry. Very fudgy. In this miniature one, it's very funky. It's kind of got like rusty and funky elements to it.
This almost has a little tiny version of the old school funk to it.
Yeah, very rusty, funky. Get heavy amounts of chocolate.
Oh my god.
Ginger spice for sure. The Macallan characteristics with the orange peel. All those characteristics are there, but intensified at its just super intensified.
You said fudge party, dude.
Yeah, fudge party, and then those kind of like rusty, funky sherry elements coming through.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. The rusty, funky, like the old school.
It's spicy. It's nice and spicy.
Yeah, nice.
It's fresh. You know, it's not like super refined. It's not like an 18-year-old whiskey. It's a little bit younger, but just that quality casks. Really good quality European Oloroso casks.
I was gonna say raw, like in the best way.
Yes.
Like younger and raw, but in the best way.
Yeah. Awesome casks. Once you have awesome casks, put it in there for 8 to 12 years, you got some good whiskey.
It is, though, compared to what you get today. It's the old school Spanish bodega, the good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Love the sherry spice. Love the sherry spice.
Yeah. In almost a weird way, it's like the younger, the spicier, the better with this one, particularly.
Tons of spices, man. Oh, my God. Cardamom, cinnamon, to peppers.
Yeah, super unique Oriental and Indian spices as well.
Absolutely.
This is fun one, man.
Soy sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Salted caramel.
Oh, yeah. This is a fun one.
Very nice. Should we nose the next one? So now we're going to nose the full bottle, where the ABV is a little bit higher, 60.1. Obviously, this one's been breathing for many years, and you know, you can do that with this high of ABV.
This one actually said, right, it was purchased 2007, I think.
It has a date inside where it says 10/10/07. I'm assuming that's the date.
Yeah.
Yeah, so from 2007.
So 12 years breathing.
well, that doesn't mean that's when we opened it. It just means that that's perhaps when it was bottled. That's the date inside. Yeah. And it hasn't been breathing for 12 years. We haven't had it open for that long. This one is sweeter. on the nose. It's got sweet orange, sweet citrus fruit. By citrus fruit, I just mean mainly orange, and it's more like an orange oil, if anything. It's very, very sweet. Grand Marnier.
Oh yeah, orange liqueur.
Beautiful, beautiful chocolate, milk chocolate. It almost smells a little older in a way, almost getting like pipe tobacco.
I'm gonna say this one in a way is more refined than the rawness of the other.
Yeah,
one.
the other one had it had more of rusty sherry, like raw.
Funk.
Yeah.
This one's almost a little more polished, more refined.
I think that has to do. That has to do with the breathing. Really, really nice, delicious. Fudgy as well, caramel and toffee, the dried fruits, the rum raisin, the prunes, and the dates. Excellent. Excellent.
Yes, and leather and tobacco too.
Yeah, absolutely. Should we go a palette one by one? First without water and then with water?
Yes.
Okay, so the miniature first at cask strength 57.7. Macallan. Macallan, the way it's supposed to be, the way it used to be.
The best of Macallan.
Even at 57.
Oh my god.
Even at 57.7% ABV.
Oh my god.
And fairly young, I'm assuming the whiskey. It is awesome.
It's totally drinkable.
Oh my god, drinkable. It's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that is really, really nice. Tons of that funky sherry, good amount of spices, dark chocolate, the orange, the essence of Macallan, but heavy, strong, powerful, spicy, rich, full, long finish, mouth coating, the way you want a good whiskey to be. Excellent.
I was gonna say it literally after the first blast, which was more on the wood, spice, the funky sherry, what took over, it's literally like I ate 3 full bars of dark chocolate in one bite, like in one taste. It's that thick, it's that dense, that concentrated of dark chocolate.
So I put a little water in those, let them sit with water.
Unreal.
Let's do the full bottle on the palate. I'm gonna
Perfect. But yeah, just the essence of everything you want.
I'm gonna have a little water
for what they're known for, the beautiful Spanish Oloroso sherry.
on the palate with this one. Wow. Really tasty. Really, really tasty. Wow. Fudgy. Incredibly smooth for 60% alcohol.
I'm gonna say I taste alcohol a little bit, but not like 60%.
No.
It's ridiculous how drinkable it is.
And I'm gonna say that the breathing has really like
Uber duper.
yeah, it's almost like as it's been breathing, it's been aging too.
Yeah, the breathing has helped it a lot.
Yeah, in terms of just kind of like smoothing it out, it's almost like
Yeah.
we already added the water in there.
It's so much more drinkable now.
Really, really nice.
Absolutely.
In fact, from the versions of this white label 2000 release, it's as good as it's ever been. And for these releases, and I've had a
100%.
lot of different ones.
Yeah, we have.
A lot of different ones.
That could be the best one.
Yeah, it's really nice. You're getting the leather. You're getting it's almost tastes a little bit more aged. It's The orange oils is there, citrus fruits, but really, really delicious rum raisin and dates. The chocolate is there again. I would say, like, how do they differ? It's a little tricky because this is a mini that we just opened, and this is a full bottle that's been breathing for years. They differ in the sense where this one was a little bit more raw, funky, rusty kind of element to it, and this one tastes a little bit more refined. Both of them powerhouses, but a little bit more refined and a little sweeter. You can't go wrong with either one. Now, we poured a little water there. I'm going to pour a little bit of water in this one. Which glass is that, Mike?
That's this one.
Okay, I'm going to pour
this is a dark chocolate.
Tiny drop of water in there.
Dark chocolate leather cigar bar, man.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, sweet pipe tobacco.
Unreal.
So with water for the miniature here. And again, this full bottle of this goes for about 1,000 pounds. So it's just it's an expensive one now if you want to acquire it. On the nose brings out more freshness and more ginger and more citrus. On the palate.
Oh yeah, just all the goodness from before just brings it out more and more and more with the release in the water. The chocolate, the funk of the pure sherry soaked wood, the ginger, the orange spice, orange liqueur. Oh, so many spices.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Try it on the palate. You're trying this one on the palate again with water, right?
yes, sir.
Try that one on the palate I just did. And then let's try this one on the palate with water, and we'll score them. Loving it. Such a big regret. We were buying, we had these available for so long.
Oh yeah.
At 100, I remember one time I walked in, I bought 3 of them, put one aside, popped one open, gave one to a friend. And it was like not a big deal because they're just available, and like you knew it was good, but it's almost like now that they're gone and they're good, and you're seeing what the new stuff that's coming out is. It's like you're like
lack thereof, yeah.
Yeah. So the new, it's makes it so disappointing.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
Yeah,
For
but
sure.
let's try this on the palate
For sure.
with water.
Wow.
Wow. Luscious. Leathery. I'm gonna say this review's surprising me a little bit.
Refining it.
I'm gonna explain it. A lot of times this red label, the full bottles, this one's from a UK auction. The other miniatures were given to us from an old brand ambassador from Macallan. Those miniatures were actually better than this one. Again, they're not all from the same batch. It's not all the same. This is amazing, but some of those scored in the 91 to 92 range. It just went to a next level kind of amazing sherry. Right now, these are different in their own unique way, similar and different, and I want to score them both at a 90. That's how I would score them. So they're both at a 90 for me, but there are versions of this red label, and again, we didn't know today, we just opened this for the first time, that have been 90 and 92, but again, we're being very picky here, but right now, I would say, and this guy is approaching a 91. It is amazing. Really good.
I'm going to say, this guy's almost approaching a 91, and then with air, it might, get to that.
Maybe with air. Yeah, exactly. And again, we just opened it and poured it in the glass for 15-20 minutes. That's all the breathing it
right.
got.
And other times we tried it, it had been aired out.
Yeah, and again, we have some left, but right now, I'm comfortable giving them both a 90. How would you score them?
I'd say the same thing for now.
Yeah.
I would say they're both 90s, but it's getting to
They're both 90, but if there's half point, this would be like a 90.5, not almost a 91.
Yes.
And if I had to pick one, I'd pick this, which is weird because
Yes.
every other time we've had the full red label,
Right.
we've picked the full red label. They're
Exactly.
unbelievable. And we'll be honest, part of the point of this review is to show how amazing this little guy is and that it's better. But I'm not going to sit here and you know.
And lie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because in this instance, it's not. In fact, this one would almost be like a half point better.
Exactly.
But yeah. Let's try what Macallan is putting out now of whatever this is supposed to be. Right now.
What it's supposed to be.
Yeah, bring out another glass that you haven't used.
Right.
I'll bring one out that I haven't used.
Right, yeah, what the product is now that they're doing.
So they're not calling this Macallan Cask Strength. They're calling it the Classic Cut, as all of you guys know. This is the 2018 release of the Classic Cut. They released these at about $100, 120, any from 100 to 120 bucks. Completely different from the old juice.
Show the color difference.
Yeah, there's definitely a color difference.
Just from observing without even...
Absolutely a big color difference. You're not getting that rich. You're getting a lot of American oak right here. So anyways.
You say it's a sherry and bourbon?
Yeah, so anyways, we'll just do a quick, I know we just poured it,
quick.
but just a quick comparison.
Yeah, don't want to go too long.
I'm not going to do an individual review of this guy anyway, so we thought we'd...
But that way we're being comprehensive.
Yeah, bringing it out and truly comparing old 1990 Macallan to 2000 and all the way into now 2018.
Yes, sir.
So right away on the nose, I get, and this is not at cask strength. This is at 51.2% ABV, high ABV, but not cask strength. I get that again from current Macallan pencil shavings. And this one,
yeah, the kind of graphite pencil shavings. Yeah,
pencil shavings, little soapy.
Little soapy, yeah.
Matchsticks.
Not Spanish. Not getting too much Spanish. This way, got the soapy. Not like those other two. Yeah. Sadly.
Not impressed.
No.
I do get some chocolate. I do get quite a bit of ginger. The ginger seems to have stayed forever with Macallan. Yeah, I do get some ginger candies. I do get some vanilla. I get some chocolate. I get that ginger. I get touches of that citrus.
Yeah, I get a little bit of citrus.
Bitter orange peel instead of sweet orange, crystallized sweet orange peel.
But even then, it's none of that richness.
None of that sherry richness. None of the sherry richness.
Right. Even though it's supposed to be like a higher alcohol version of the 43.
Well, this is 60%. This is 52%. But this is not only thin, but I could actually smell alcohol. Some of the alcohol in there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm smelling a bunch of alcohol, but you could tell.
Right. But yeah, just the overall...
A little bit of a nail polish remover, right?
Yeah. Acetone. Just the overall richness of flavor, though, is just not there.
Young, not good proper sherry casks. Fucking bullshit.
I don't get, it doesn't scream out sherry to me at all.
No. Doesn't scream out sherry at all.
Especially not Macallan sherry.
Definitely get some vanilla. It's hard. It's really, really hard to do this whiskey right after these two. Especially considering that this one is like the best version of the white label 2000s releases.
Right. But again, you're highlighting the difference.
Yeah. I'm highlighting it. And it's cool to do comparisons like this.
Yeah.
Completely different whiskey. Absolutely. And again, they're not coming out and saying that this is the cask strength. But a lot of us, when we heard that these were coming out, were like, "Oh, what are they doing?" The label.
They got a white label. They got a red thing across.
Look at the labels here.
What do you expect?
What do you expect? Yeah, exactly. They're changing the name from Cask Strength to Classic Cut, but what are we expecting? You know, we're expecting something similar.
Yeah, everyone knows how the range works.
Yeah. Palate?
Maybe. No, just kidding, palate.
Palate's better than nose.
First thing I thought of.
Palate's better than nose.
It's a nice surprise.
Yeah. Palate's not bad.
Palate's not bad at all.
No.
But again, it's interesting. This is coming off to me more of, we haven't done that many younger Macallan fine oaks, but of like some of the younger ones, the best sherry elements of the fine oak.
Yeah.
It's coming off more like that to me.
Yeah, this is much better on the palate.
Yeah,
it's not a bad whiskey for the palate.
like, the fine oak will never be as good as some of the sherry oaks, but the best sherry elements of the fine oak.
Yeah. Yeah. What I'd say on the nose, it was like, I'd say on the nose, it was like in 82. On the palate, it's like in 86.
Yeah, no, like quite a bit better.
Quite a bit better.
Wow. Yeah.
Quite a bit better. One more sip.
And that is funny enough what I do find with some of those fine oaks, that the palate is better than the nose. Like the best sherry elements come out more in the palate than the nose.
Yeah. Again, so we rated those 90. I'd say this is probably like an 84. 84, 85, around there. 84, 85, somewhere around that area. And these were 90, quite a bit better. Here, one thing we get asked a lot is, should I buy Macallan 25? Again, Macallan 25 used to be, the Macallan 18 used to be the Cadillac, and then the Rolls Royce was of whiskey, right? The Rolls Royce of whiskey was the Macallan 25.
Yes, sir.
Always been better than the Macallan 30, by the way, the sherry.
Yep.
The way you know if you should pull the trigger on the Macallan 25 or pretty much any old Macallan is if it's from the Remy import. I don't know if you guys could see in the back of this. It says Remy import. And this one says Edrington.
Yes, that's the key.
When the import changed, can't remember which year it was when it changed. I don't want to give wrong information. I can't remember the year. Doesn't matter. If you're going to pull the trigger on a Macallan 25, it's a question I get asked quite a bit. Make sure you got the right one. You're talking about a Macallan 25 that I rate 93 out of 100 to a Macallan 25 that I would probably rate around an 88, 89 out of 100.
Yep.
It is a big difference. So, and they got more expensive, unfortunately.
Of course.
But yeah, definitely pay attention to that for that. But yeah, I think we kind of explained how we feel about this. I guess the only disappointment I have is I wish we had a different version of this miniature.
Than what we had before.
Than what we had before. It was just magic. Magical juice.
Spectacular.
Yeah, to the point where we actually spent over $100 on this miniature to show you guys in the review.
Yep.
But again, this is amazing. But I'm not gonna pay $100 for it. But yeah, very good. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and let us know if you guys like these comparison reviews, like maybe something like a Glendronach 18 versus a Macallan 18 review, or like a Glengoyne like 25 versus a Macallan 25 review, like stuff like that. Maybe do some more comparison reviews. Even lower end, like Glenlivet versus Glenfiddich or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, let us know if that's something of interest. Anyways, you guys, we'll see you soon for many more reviews.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.